hello.
Welcome. It's our second episode of Tea and Sprinklers. Mary?
Lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you, darling. What a privilege.
Heaven.
We're having our normal tea. It's not ice today.
It's not ice. It's the first day of fall, so we're
We're in a fall.
We're in a little fall mode. We've got our black on.
We didn't coordinate. Well, no, we didn't coordinate.
Not on purpose.
We're a little dressed up tonight, but that's because we're going to go out and have some dinner. So this is not our usual Mary and Sierra get-together outfits.
No. We usually don't dress up to go,
to have tea and sprinklers.
Yeah, to have tea and sprinklers.
But hello!
It's so good to see you again. This is so fun, right?
This is so fun. We loved doing the first episode.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
And your response was amazing and we loved it. So we're doing another one and we have a little bit of a theme. I'm going to let Mary really talk about this one because she's life-changing in the, we get by now. This is hashtag Mary's life-changing. Hashtag Mary.
Well.
But we felt like breath is what we wanted to focus on today.
You know when you're out and about and people tell you, just breathe. We tell ourselves that. Breathing is an important thing.
Let's all breathe together.
Yeah. But what does that really mean? I mean,
what does it mean, Mary?
Well, it's interesting because, of course, in singing, we do a lot of breathing. We have to breathe as singers breathe. And as it turns out, as singers breathe, it's what I call the singer, actor, human being channel of how we really want to breathe.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was just thinking that there are many, many fans out there who love Sierra on the stage.
Thank you so much.
Because she's just so fantastic. And a lot of you are singers and actors aspiring to be so, and or auditioning all the time and doing work. And so, of course, learning how to breathe as a singer is an important thing. But there are also fans out there who love Sierra and love watching the arts. And the fact is, maybe you don't want to be on the stage. Maybe you sing in the shower, or maybe you just enjoy the arts and you want to come see a show. But I tell you, you have to breathe too. You're a human being, and you have to breathe too.
We all have to breathe.
Yeah.
This is really important to talk about.
It is. Well, I think it is.
There's no way around it.
And I'm getting excited, so I'm going to put down my
my
cup.
tea down. Oh, I put mine tea down.
And, they'll tell you in meditation, both Sierra and I are big fans of Deepak Chopra and the Oprah.
Do you guys do those meditations?
The 21-day meditations?
They're so good. They're free.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Yeah, they're life-changing because they go into a meditation. I never was good at meditation, and these just set you up. They give you a little life lesson in the beginning.
Good. They're only 20 minutes.
20 minutes. You get a life lesson in the beginning. Both Oprah and Deepak talk to you. And then you do 10 minutes of meditation. So you're done in 15 to 20 minutes. Every time. It's so great.
So good.
But they always say, breathe. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. As singers...
I gotta get serious too here. Okay, I'm ready.
Well, as singers, of course, this is for my singers as well, for all of you out there. But it's really also for the everyday person. When we breathe, what are we trying to do? What we're trying to do is breathe exactly how the body wants to breathe. It's really crazy that we have to learn what the body actually already does. So what we're going to hone is the breath that we use when you're sleeping at night. We're going to hone that same breath. Now, it may be interesting, why in the heck can't we do this on our own?
Yeah.
And the reason it could be varied. That it could be that, when you're in panic, then you're in panic breath.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then you're in a high breath. That could happen. I know as a young child, I was really wanted to be a good girl. I don't know, I just was born that way. I just really wanted to be a good girl. So I held my breath. And I think as a culture, we hold our breath as well. And then some of you are dancers out there who have been trained since you're 3 years old to pull in and hold, and never shall you breathe, even though they say breathe, they don't really mean it.
Yeah.
For that beautiful line. So again, this is the singer, actor, human being channel.
Oh, that is awesome!
We're changing the channel from singer. We're changing from dancer. We're just stepping into the human being. So when we're one more thing.
Yeah.
When we connect to this breath, it also connects you to your emotional life. And all of you out there, especially artists, but I deign to say even you others, are very sensitive. And you know, when you're at work behind a computer and you're upset about something, you can't cry at work, can you?
No, you cannot.
But you know what? As actors, we have
can.
to cry. We are responsible
I have
to
cried at work many times.
Yeah, and we're responsible to do it.
Yeah.
We have to really connect to the emotional life. So, and as we know now, is that you in order to heal things in your life, you have to connect to that vulnerability.
That's so good, because they also, when you're need to cry, so just breathe, it's okay. To your friends, and you're comforting when they're in their emotion, just breathe. We're just saying to breathe.
Exactly.
So what we're actually saying exactly what you're talking about, we just don't realize.
Yes, and we want them to breathe as the body wants. So let's learn that right now. Let's learn what the body already knows.
Okay.
So all of you out there, show me, where do you think the lungs really are? Let's start there. Where are the lungs? What do you think, Sierra?
The
Where
lungs are right here, Mary.
Yeah, the lungs are up here and down here. And you're right in that when we sleep at night, you breathe at the bottom of the lungs.
Oh.
So that's where the body naturally breathes. So what happens? Let's just think about it really, technically for a moment. We have these two balloons, these two lungs in our body, and they need to blow up.
Yeah.
How do they blow up? Well, there's this famous thing, oh my goodness, it's called the diaphragm. It's this famous muscle.
It's quite famous.
Yeah, and everybody mixes it up of what it is and what it does, and so let's get clear. So the muscle, the diaphragm, it's an involuntary muscle, meaning like the heart, we can't tell the heart to beat. It's already beating for us. It's involuntary. So the diaphragm's the same way. So the diaphragm is right underneath the lungs. It's shaped like a pancake, and it's right underneath the lungs. And these two balloons have to blow up, and the brain is saying, oh my God, Sierra needs a breath. She's got to breathe. What do we do? Well, there's a nerve. Yeah, there's a nerve in the brain. Yeah. And it sends a signal to the diaphragm to say, help, I need a breath. And the diaphragm goes, I got it. I'm going to do it. So you know what the diaphragm does? It contracts. It flattens out and it drops down. And in doing that, it creates a vacuum in the lungs so the lungs blow up.
I would just like to applaud your diaphragm, lungs, nerve in the brain. I would like to, I'm very grateful. Can we just take a moment? I'm grateful for the nerve in the brain that tells me that I need to breathe, and the diaphragm and the lungs and the whole deal. So
it's something to be grateful for. And you know why? You know the wonderful actor Christopher Reeve?
Yes.
And who played Superman? Well, as we all know, Christopher Reeve was in that horrible accident. And he had to be on a machine in order to breathe. Now, what do you think happened that he could not breathe? The nerve in his brain was damaged. The nerve that sent the signal to the diaphragm was damaged. And so therefore he couldn't take a breath on his own. And what they did later when he got stronger is they put electrodes into his diaphragm to make it contract and drop down so it would create that vacuum in the lungs so the lungs could blow up.
Wow.
And that was, it is a gift.
It is a gift. It's such a gift that we get to wake up and be able to take a breath.
That's right.
And that we're breathing involuntarily.
Yeah.
This is just this divine thing that's within us that no matter how much you tell it not to happen, it's happening.
Yeah.
So
and we now want to let it happen, to not get in the way and try to hold anything. We are going to let the diaphragm do its work. So all you have to do, gang, is just think of the air starting at the bottom of the lungs, because that's what it does. Then the diaphragm drops down. And you know what it does? It pushes aside the organs so the tummy comes out. So when people call it the belly breath, there's actually no air going into the belly. I used to think there was air down here, so I was trying to get air into my tummy. There's no air down there. The lungs are here. But the diaphragm drops down, it contracts and pushes aside those organs. And so that's why the tummy comes out. Wow. Isn't that amazing?
It's all connected.
It's all connected. And then I guarantee you, you're going to be connected to your emotional life, and you're going to be able to work through whatever you're going through that day. Whatever you're going through.
Don't you want that?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And then you might be crying. And you know what? As I say in class, don't clean up. Don't clean up. Let the tears come. and let it all happen.
Mary,
We've
there's
got
an alarm
our
going
alarm.
off. We've set an alarm.
We've set an
because
alarm.
we have to go. So,
But we
quick.
did it. We did it
Mary,
all.
We did it all.
This is perfect.
You've now learned how to take a real breath, and I love what you said. We've learned what the body already knows.
That's right.
We think we know so many things.
Yeah.
But we just needed to take a moment and celebrate the diaphragm, the nerve, the lungs, and the stomach,
and the tummy, and the breath.
and the breath.
The air
Here's
that
to the
comes
breath.
into our
Cheers
into our
to
body.
breath.
Cheers.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So we had tea. We had a sprinkler. And remember, you are enough. You are so enough. It's unbelievable how enough you are.